If global passive evil, why hot? I was surprised when I logged into the client because this played on my screen. And I was like, wow, you know, like, are they going to start doing this for every character? Probably not, but you know, I mean, it's cool. Some of you may remember back when I wished for Tribbie that I had stated that I was not going to be wishing for Castorice. It was still when the whole global passive controversy was still very fresh. In fact, I remember when I wished for my E6 Aglaya, I had said that this was the most controversial kit that we had in a while. Well, boy, was I in the store for a surprise. The global passive is pretty much what everyone's been talking about, at least in the communities that I'm a part of. And originally I had said that I think it's a pretty disgusting business practice and it very much relies on, you know, giving people FOMO to feel like they have to pull. I still kind of stand by that, but at the same time I came to the realization that this is a gacha game and a lot of the practices in this game are basically to do the same thing. At the end of the day, it's not like this is a PvP game, you know. Me having a revive my account, not a big deal. You know, if they decide to do more with the global passive in the future, like stats or talents, you know, sure, that's a power increase, but I feel like, at least for me personally, it's not so much of a power increase that it's going to make me feel like I have to pull. And I understand that that's different for everybody, so I am actually not just pulling for one casters today. I'm pulling for 7. We're going for E6. And I'm doing this sort of, well, it's because I want it, but also it's a bit of a statement that you should pull for what you want. You know, don't let anybody sway your opinion or make you feel like you have to do something during this controversy. You know, you can disagree with the concept of global passives, but that doesn't mean that you have to punish yourself by not pulling for a character that you want. And that's kind of the boat that I'm in. So I am going to be pulling for Castorice. This does not mean that I love global passives by any means, but I also don't think that it'll ever come to a point where I'm going to stop supporting this game. So I'm just here for the ride, and I'm going to get what I want to get, which is Castorice in her light cone. So the plan is going to be, we're going to start by getting one Castorice, then we're going to go to the light cone banner. We're going to get one light cone, and then we will go back to the Castorice banner and we will get 6 more copies. I'm not going to be going for S5 for light cone, and the reason for that is I have an insane light cone streak. I've only lost once out of all the 5-star light cones that I've pulled, and the one time that I did lose was when I was going for an S5, so we're going to avoid getting a second loss on there. We're just going to keep it at 1. We're just going to get started though. First 10 pull, nothing. That's just how it's going to be. I'm going to be skipping these because we're going to have a lot of pulls to get through, and I already have all of these 4 stars E6. Also learned that you can pull in the little trial area today, so I actually can pull with Castorice for Castorice, which is fun. Something else that's interesting is the spending event that's going on. When I loaded all of my crystals on, I was pleasantly surprised with the amount of rewards they decided to give me for that, so that was nice. I guess we're just more incentive to spend, guys. You know, it's just how it is. It's a gacha game. What are you gonna do? But we are getting pretty close to our first one here. I feel like this is 10 pull number 6. So we might see it here. All right. Our potential first Castorice, and the nice thing, I said this in my Aglaya video, I'll say it again here. The nice thing is that she's a remembrance character, so if we see the remembrance icon come up, we'll know that it's her. Just like that. That splash art is so pretty, dude. Oh, and Gallagher too. Great, great healer for Castorice. I was surprised when I found out that he was the best healer for her, but you know, when you think about it, it makes sense. Well, best healer for one patch, that is. But you didn't hear that for B. Now we will go for our light cone. Oh my gosh. I don't want the streak to end. I want to be able to continue saying that I've only lost once. You know, I feel like it's a pretty big deal. If I double my losses here tonight, I'm gonna be pretty sad. So I'm gonna keep my fingers crossed. I also thought that I added more Jades than I did, so I'll have to add more, because there's no way I'm gonna get E6 with what I added. I'm just gonna say that now. But that's okay. It's anniversary. We can spend a little. We can have fun. I do intend to make a couple of different videos after I get her. I am going to right my wrongs of Aglaya by doing an E0 to E6 showcase. Some of you may remember that I said I was going to do that with Aglaya. I recorded the entire video, and then I was like, man, she's really not doing that much damage. Like, I wonder why that is. You know, E6 should be pretty strong. And I looked, and I did the whole video with a level 1 light cone. So it was pretty much just useless footage at that point. So I not only did I lose all the time that I put in doing that, but I also couldn't use any of it, and I couldn't redo it because the Eidolons were already activated. So, all right, we're continuing the streak. That is awesome. That makes me really happy, actually. God, what is that? 24 now? I think that makes me like 23-1. I don't know. It might be 24-1. I'll put a thing up on the screen to show it. That's crazy, though. We go back to Castorice here. Also, a little fun thing here is you can edit who you lose to now. So I took out Bailu, Yangqing, and Japard. Holy crap, that took me way too long. And I put the new ones in there. I don't actually have Blade, so if I do lose today, losing to him would be cool. Also, I do actually use my Fuxuan, so getting copies of her would not be bad. And then any copies of Bronya and Himiko will give me the dupe currency, which is pretty cool too. I actually got one of those for free because I have gotten past E6 Bronya before, so that is nice that they actually retroactively, you know, awarded people that pulled past E6. Especially for people that like may have been going for E6 of like a limited character and got 2 in the last 10 pull. I actually know somebody that did that, so that is a nice feature. I actually didn't expect them to do that when I heard about this system coming into play, so that's a pleasant surprise. We did go to Pity for this one, so I'm hoping that it's Castorice, because there's no worse feeling than losing at Max Pity. Hope for the best here. Come on, it's anniversary. Nope, that's Himiko, but that does give us, see, hey, I was just talking about it, that gives us the silver currency. I actually have another one of those that I just mentioned, so I can convert that to a gold one, so I mean, I guess that's pretty cool. Unfortunate that we lost, but hey, I'm just showing off the new system, what can I say? That's just how great of a content creator that I am. I just wanted to show that to you guys. And because I did that, Hoyo's gonna award me here with an early Castorice. Ooh, or maybe not. Guys, our pulls are dwindling so fast. If we go to max for everything, I'm gonna have to top up so many more times, which is rough, but doing it for you guys, doing it for her, doing it for the content. I do think it is crazy how much effort Castorice has gotten, not even just animations, not even just the animation that they put here, but like trailers too, you know, it's just like everything I feel that they've put into this character has been so high quality and so extra. And meanwhile, Anox is going to come around in 3 weeks and Bro's going to get nothing. Yeah, rip Bozo, I guess. I'm probably still going to pull Anoxa. Maybe, I don't know. I watched so many clips of him that like, I don't know, the original interest that I had is kind of dwindled, but that's okay. I have time to decide what I want to do. Also, we have 158 pulls left and we're at E1, so this is, I can't say this is going very well, but also I didn't start with a ton of pulls, so I guess it's partially my fault. We are going to be looking for a win here because we have not had any earlies so far. Yeah, wow, this is a little brutal, guys, I'm not gonna lie. Holy crap. This one for sure, yeah? Okay. Give me 3. I need to make up for lost pulls here. I knew I'd have to go back to the top-up screen, but I'm starting to worry how much I'm gonna have to go back there. Lynx. It's not the right quantum character. We're looking for Castorice. Oh gosh. It's the last one. Okay. Well, we did win, so that is a plus. E2. 4 more to go in 88 pulls. You guys think we could do it? I don't know. Might be close. Do have Star Glitter too. Shouldn't be a ton though. I don't feel like I've pulled enough for it to be a lot. Probably like 50 pulls maybe. Because we did get the Himiko in there. Gosh, we were just going to max every time. Holy. Man, these are brutal. Holy. Oh my gosh. Okay, another 8-10 pulls later. Good lord. Guys, the worst part is this could not even be Castorice. We could have just spent like 400 and what, like 60 wishes? I don't even remember what I started with. For E2S1 and a guarantee. Holy. Okay, E3, S1. Could have been worse. Could have been worse. Gonna go to exchange. Yeah, 57. I was around. I was close. Praying for an early 5-star because we have not seen one yet today, and the early 5-stars really help make these cheaper. Especially because we don't even have enough tickets for a pity here. Oh, okay. Well, that is early. Not super early, but it's early, so I can't complain. Will we see E4? Can we make the greatest comeback of all time and get everything here at the end without having to top up? Wouldn't that be nice? I'm a bit doubtful, yeah, especially because that's a Bronya. Hey, that's another Silver Companion Spirit though, guys. I'm just showing off the system again. As you can see, it does work. Works very well. Oh lord, okay. Well, I don't think we're going to see another 5-star before I have to add more pulls in. We'll convert the Star Glitter again though, just because, you know. What if we get 3 and 1 10 pull, you know? You have to be a little ambitious. Maybe I was too ambitious. Okay, I'll be right back. Okay, I'm back. Theoretically this shouldn't be enough, but you know, I didn't want to like overspend and then like have a really lucky streak. And then just, yeah. So, we're starting off small. This will get us at least 1 Castorice. If it only gets us 1, I'm gonna be a little pissed, I'm not gonna lie. Hopefully it at least gets us 2. If we're really lucky, it'll be 3, and then we'll be done. But I don't have a great feeling about that. Okay, there we go. So we know this is guaranteed. But just because it's guaranteed doesn't mean there can't be 2 in 1 10 pull. Never forget that. Boom, there's 1. Check it. No. Okay. Well, we have 4. We need 2 more. And 70 pulls. Am I feeling lucky? No, not really. But never say never. Boom, skip. Alright, I'm gonna start saying never. We'll see another 5-star. I am praying that we see the remembrance icon with it. Or not. Well, luckily we have Star Glitter. It's all good. Two and 1 10 pull, finish out the session. Castorice. Moment of truth. 4, 5. Okay. 4 more tries to get another one here. We've not seen any earlies today except for 1. So, the chance of another Castorice being in here is not 0. But it's not high. Okay. Well, we are at E5. We need 1 more. And we certainly do not have the pulls on hand to do that. So, you know what that means. I didn't even get enough for a full pity here. I'm just praying that it's early, man. Just put me out of my misery. This has been a very... Holy crap, that was a ton of 4 stars. This has been a very... I want to say boring summoning session. Like, it's just... You know, we haven't been losing a ton, but I feel like when you don't see, like, the early 5 stars, like, it's really just not that entertaining. Like, oh, okay, I'm getting up to 8 pulls now. Like, I know it's gonna be 1. Wasn't a whole lot of spice in this session, but we may be able to close it out without having to spend any more hate. I don't even have enough for a 10 pull. Oh. Do we do singles? Man, I really don't want to do singles. I'm gonna do singles, screw it. Why spend more when we could just spend a little time on the banner, put some single pulls in, get our Castorice, call it a day. I don't think it's even gonna get me to soft pity, I'm not gonna lie. I think I said that when I topped up that it wouldn't be enough. Even with these 8 pulls, I don't think it is. But Gallagher puts us closer, so that is nice. Whatever the case, I think I'm gonna be somewhat close. Because we ended with 4. And then we did 68. So we're at 72 now? I mean, we're like right there. Okay. I bought the double pack for 300. So surely this'll be enough, guys. Trust me. This is what, 74? 75? 76? Okay, I'm gonna skip this one and look away. It wasn't even a 5-star. Okay, that's cool. Oh, all right. Surely this is enough. 78. Okay, it's Payless, so it'll be 79 and 80. Come on, man. Okay, 79. I hit view details instead of the store because I'm a freaking dumbass. 80. Good lord. 81. $82. Okay. Maybe I just had my math wrong there? I don't know. I mean, 82 I guess is not that crazy. It just is unfortunate. I forgot I could lose. Well guys, if you ever had any doubt, the silver companion system, it works. Do we just get away with not having to top up again? Can we just get it with these 5 wishes here and call it a day? Can we just be done with this? My happy anniversary is not so happy anymore. In fact, it's quite sad right now. Yeah, I don't know what I was expecting, honestly. Alright, well, you know what that means. This will hopefully be our last top-up of the night. Because I'm just about done. Maybe E6 Castorice was not meant to be. Jeez. I don't even have anything else to say. I mean, this is just unfortunate. But we will have some fun videos coming from it. And there's an early to reward us for the pain. Yep, so there will be an E0 to E6 showcase coming later this week. I'm also going to do the same thing I did with Aglaia, where I showcase E6 Castorice in all the different endgame modes, just so you can kind of see how she performs in different areas. Probably spaced as apart, like 2 days each. I don't know, we'll see what I do. But after all of that, we did get our Castorice. Guys, what did we learn from this summoning session? If you wish on a unit with a global passive, prepare to get boned. That's about all I have to add to that. I don't know. I'm just, oh my lord, those were brutal. Honestly, not even the worst summons I've had for an E6 before, but man, they just did not feel good. But that's alright. We got our E6 Castorice, so I will be making those videos that I talked about. But yeah, I hope the summons were enjoyable regardless. I know that things were probably not super entertaining due to the lack of early pulls, but I hope that you enjoyed yourself regardless. Anyways, I will catch you all in my next 2 Castorice videos that I make. Thank you for watching. Goodbye.